Welcome back, man. Today we'll be talking about if money can truly buy happiness or not, and what all that entails, every way perspective to see it, um, and just kind of that whole debate. You know, you hear growing up that money never buys happiness. Like, you know, but everyone hears that saying, money can't buy you happiness. Everyone kind of says that to you growing up. But then when you start to grow up and you can see like financial freedom side of things, if you start to get money, you see that perhaps it can buy happiness. So maybe the larger question is how is that money used and if it's used appropriately or not. Because if it's not used appropriately, it'll lead to, I mean, the opposite of happiness, honestly. Um, People who use it for the wrong ways and the wrong reasons typically, you know, lose something from money. So the people who use it in the right way usually gain something. So I think that's a larger question, and that's a bad saying that we have in society, and it should be edited overall because money doesn't just stand alone. It's how you use it. If you're It's money, greed, or being humble with it. So the question is how you use the money, not if you have money. It's how you use it, if you use it appropriately or not. If you go out and buy all these nice things, these nice this nice jewelry, these nice clothes, you're always going out and stuff. Maybe you start to have this, false lifestyle, this kind of like image based lifestyle where you're not really enjoying yourself, but you can really choose to buy happiness if you use money appropriately, and you can buy your time, man. Like, time is money. That's another saying out there. Time is money. So you're really buying time to be able to do what you love to do. And that's my main thing, bro, with this whole like grinding to get to the next level is I don't want all these fancy things. Like, maybe a couple of things would be nice here and there, but at the end of the day, you can buy a certain level of happiness if you use money correctly. And that's just a straightforward answer. Like, no sugarcoating, anything like that. If you use that money correctly, you will be able to, make it to the next level of happiness. Not saying that you couldn't achieve that without money, but it makes it easier. It really does, because your time and energy isn't as taken away from trying to pursue that money that you need to live on. You know what I'm saying? If you're working like a 9 to 5 and stuff like that, you don't get as much opportunity for freedom. And therefore, in a lot of instances, you're usually not as, um, what's not always a direct thing, but perhaps you're not as happy. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some different instances in that as well, but you don't get a chance to do some more things in freedom, and usually things that you get to do in on your own timing, um, at your own pace, are more enjoyable typically. So that's why I say it does typically lead to happiness. Yeah, I mean, it varies from person to person, case scenario to case scenario, obviously, but to some degree, I 100% believe it does buy happiness, and I don't think it's crazy to say that, or shallow in any way. Actually, I it's just been painted as something that's like, oh, if you have money, you're just living this lavish lifestyle, and it's more so about the lifestyle. That's the question. So yeah, I've looked at it at every which direction, and that's what I stand by. I don't know what the whole point of view on that is, but I think being rich and wealthy and having money have all just been blurred into one indistinct line whenever it's very different. Wealth and rich and being rich are two different things, very different things. You know, chasing clout versus, kind of building a network of money and opportunity and resources to be able to do what you want when you want to do it. Um, which is really all what we want, but we get stuck on the external validation of others or our own image, things we convince ourselves that we think we need or want to get to the next level when they're not necessary at all. Um, and that's why you have millionaires going broke for that exact reason, because money is not buying their happiness; they're actually buying their downfall, bro. If that makes sense, they're kind of um, money's corrupting them, it's making them worse, and that's just because that's the mindset they're in, or they were not able, they came from like a low level of money or basically close to none, and now they're millionaires and they don't have any professional guidance or anyone overseeing how they're using it, and everyone's asking them for, let me get a part of your crib, let me get a part of your check because I coached you, or I helped you with this, or I did this for you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why you see so many people who are rich, going broke because they're trying to buy what looks like happiness, not what really is, which is that slow growth kind of behind the scenes work. Is buying the things you don't see. Like, I'm really paying, like, if I have money, I'm really gonna be paying for a day off, right? I'm gonna be paying for time to go on a trip, on a low key trip, but I just need to get out of my space. Like, or I need to not go to work today, and I know that I make that decision at the end of the day, because if I lost my job, I would be able to live off of what I have, and I think that is the biggest flex, honestly. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Catch y'all on the next one.